Ladies, this may be a little awkward to talk about, but it's far too important to ignore. If you've ever noticed an odor down there that just won't go away, no matter how clean you are, you're not alone. And it may not be your hygiene at all. Doctors are now warning that certain clothing habits, especially in older women, could be making things worse, not better. Stick with me until the end because I'll walk you through 5 habits you need to break immediately, plus what to do instead to feel fresh, comfortable, and confident. And before we dive in, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Savvy Senior, and comment below with comfort over fashion if you're ready to prioritize your health. All right, let's get started. Number 1, wearing tight synthetic underwear. Let's start with the most intimate of habits, our underwear. Now listen, I get it. We all want to feel put together. Some of us still like a little lace, a little shaping, or that snug, tucked-in feeling that comes from tight briefs. And maybe for years you've worn the same type of underwear without a second thought. But here's something no one told us when we were younger. Our bodies change as we age, and what once worked at 30 or 40 can now wreak havoc at 60, 70, and beyond. Tight underwear, especially the kind made from synthetic fabrics like nylon, polyester, and spandex, traps heat and moisture. And guess what happens when moisture can't escape? Bacteria throws a party. The result? That not-so-fresh odor down there, and sometimes even irritation or infections. I had a friend, let's call her Margaret, who was battling this issue quietly. She was embarrassed, thought maybe it was something she was eating, or that she wasn't washing well enough. She started using harsh soaps down there, which only made things worse. Turns out, it wasn't her hygiene, it was her underwear. She'd been wearing shapely synthetic panties for years because she thought they made her look slimmer. The poor thing was suffering for fashion. When she finally switched to 100% cotton underwear, loose-fitting and breathable, the odor vanished in a matter of days. That's how powerful fabric is. So here's my rule now. If it doesn't breathe, I don't wear it. Life's too short for itchy lace and swampy spandex. Give yourself permission to feel fresh and free because comfort is the new sexy. Number 2, wearing the same pajamas for days. Oh boy, this one's going to ruffle a few feathers because it's so relatable. How many of us have a favorite pair of pajamas? You know, the ones that are soft, broken in, probably older than your youngest grandchild, and just the right amount of stretchy. You put them on after dinner, wear them through the night, and sometimes, well, you wear them the next night too, and maybe the next. But here's the honest truth that doctors are telling us. Sleeping in the same pajama bottoms night after night, especially without washing, can lead to odor-causing bacteria hanging out where they don't belong. Even if you're not sweating buckets, your body is still producing moisture and natural oils while you sleep. That area down there, it's warm, it's covered, and it's a magnet for bacteria if it stays in contact with the same fabric over and over. Let me tell you a little story. Years ago, I used to sleep in the same pajama pants for 3, 4, sometimes 5 nights straight. They didn't smell bad, I wasn't dripping with sweat, so I figured it was fine. But then I started noticing a mild, musty odor that wouldn't go away. I doubled down on washing. I bought fancy soaps. Guess what fixed it? Simply rotating my pajamas. That's it. Now I have a little drawer with 3 pairs of sleep pants, and I rotate them every night or two. It's a small habit, but it made a big difference, not just in how I smell, but in how I feel. Fresh, feminine, taken care of. And honey, at our age, that's the kind of peace we deserve. Number 3, wearing panty liners all day, every day. Now, I know this one is a sensitive topic, and I say this with nothing but love. A lot of us use panty liners out of necessity, whether it's light leaks, discharge, or just the feeling of wanting an extra layer of protection. We've been taught that liners equal cleanliness, and in some cases, they do help. But here's what most of us don't know. Most disposable liners are made with plastic backings and bleached materials that don't breathe. So while you think you're staying dry and clean, You're actually creating the perfect little greenhouse for bacteria to thrive. And yes, that includes odor, sometimes strong, embarrassing, and stubborn odor. Let me paint a picture. Think about wrapping your hand in a plastic glove for hours. After a while, even if you're not sweating, your skin gets clammy, right? It doesn't smell great when you take the glove off. Now imagine doing that to one of the most delicate, sensitive parts of your body every single day. That's what daily liners do when they're worn for hours without a break. Here's what I've learned. If you need to wear liners, opt for breathable, unscented, organic cotton ones and change them frequently. Some women also swear by washable, reusable cloth liners, the kind made for sensitive skin. They're more sustainable and much gentler on your lady parts. And listen, if you're wearing liners to manage leaks or bladder dribbles, talk to your doctor. There are pelvic floor exercises, dietary shifts, even medical options that can help. We shouldn't have to suffer in silence. We deserve both comfort and dignity. Number 4, wearing shapewear for long hours. All right, ladies, let's talk about shapewear, Spanx, control briefs, tummy smoothers. Call it what you like. Most of us have a pair tucked away in the drawer for special occasions, or maybe you wear them every time you leave the house. Now, let me say this first. I understand the appeal. You want to feel snatched, tucked, and maybe a little more confident in your clothes. I wore shapewear to my granddaughter's wedding and felt like the Queen of England. But here's the problem. When you wear tight shapewear for too long, especially during hot weather or under non-breathable fabrics, you're trapping moisture in a place that needs air circulation. You're creating a humid, compressed space down there, and your body doesn't like it. I once wore a pair of tummy control shorts on a long church day, morning service, followed by lunch, and then a meeting after. That was about 7 hours in that thing. By the end of the day, I was walking like I'd ridden a horse, and let's just say something didn't smell right. It took a day of airing out and some good probiotic cream to feel normal again. Doctors have warned us that wearing tight shapewear for extended periods can cause irritation, yeast infections, and, yes, strong odor. And for older women, whose skin is already more sensitive and whose natural pH has shifted with age, the risk is even higher. So here's what I do now. Shapewear is a sometimes treat, not an everyday uniform. I wear it when it truly matters and never for more than 4 hours at a time. And when I get home, that thing comes off before I even take off my shoes. Your comfort is more important than anyone's opinion of your waistline. Trust me on that one. Number 5, wearing damp workout clothes or swimsuits for too long. Now, this one's sneaky because it starts with good intentions. You go for a walk, maybe do a light workout, or take a dip in the pool at your retirement center. You feel refreshed, proud of yourself, and maybe you sit down for a cup of tea afterward, still in your damp leggings or swimsuit. No big deal, right? Wrong. Doctors have been waving the red flag on this. Sitting around in wet or damp clothes for too long, especially those that cling to your lower half, can be a recipe for odor, irritation, and even infections. I learned this the hard way at water aerobics. We'd splash around in the pool, and then a few of us would sit on the benches to chat. I'd stay in my swimsuit, throw a towel over my lap, and sip my coffee like it was nothing. But later that day, I noticed a funky, fishy smell and some itching. I blamed the pool at first, but after a couple of times, I realized it wasn't the chlorine. It was me sitting there in a wet swimsuit for nearly an hour. The same goes for damp leggings, especially those moisture-wicking kinds. They sound fancy, but if you don't change out of them quickly, you're basically steaming your own undercarriage. So now I make it a rule. After I swim or exercise, I immediately change into dry, loose cotton clothing. I even keep a clean pair of underwear and a soft dress in my gym bag, just in case. It might feel like a chore in the moment, but trust me, it's a lot less work than battling odor or trying to treat a yeast infection at 75. And let's be honest, nobody wants to be the smelly lady at water aerobics, not on my watch. So, my dear, odor down there isn't something we should feel ashamed about, but it is something we can often improve just by changing what we wear and how long we wear it. Our skin changes, our hormones shift, and yes, our clothes need to adapt too. Let's leave behind the habits that no longer serve us and embrace clothing that supports our health, comfort, and dignity. If you found this helpful, leave a comment with comfort over fashion. Thumbs up. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Savvy Senior for more real talk like this. And if you're not already on my Savvy Senior newsletter, you're missing out on weekly tips, stories, and a few laughs along the way. The link is in the description. Go sign up, sweetheart. Until next time, take care of you, all of you.